I am Vlad Bereş.
I'm Filip Kivu.
And this is Vlad Bereş and Filip Kivu's Kitchen, Episode 1. Grilled cheese sandwich with bacon. Let's begin! Now, let's start with the ingredients that you will need to cook this grilled cheese sandwich.
You need an onion. Very good.
Bacon from Africa.
Butter from the Venezuelan sewers.
Vintage cheddar from Pakistan, made from real children.
And mozzarella from the deep depths of Cambodia.
Now let's begin assembling our sandwich.
So we'll start by cutting the onion. As you can see here, got this nice onion. It's kind of bullshit, still good. Okay, we're gonna start with a cut in the middle, fast. You need to work fast, okay? So you've done this now, okay? Now you're gonna start ripping it off. You might start crying if you're a baby, but that's not the case for me. We'll cut a bit of the edge here so we get that nasty stuff off. And we're gonna start by you're gonna put your finger, okay? You're gonna put a finger and basically do perfect cuts like this, like me, because I'm a professional. Try and make them the same size. I fucked up there. It's okay. You learn from your mistakes, you know? So what we have here is quite some nice shit. As you can see, I failed completely by cutting the onions, but they're very common. They're very edible. Okay. This will be.
Now we will cut the mozzarella into thin slices. You grab your knife. So we begin cutting the mozzarella. Make sure your slices are very thin, like this. You don't need too many, but you will be making a lot of different sandwiches. It's okay if you get only a little bit out, it's still fine. It is still usable. You don't need very even slices, just enough to be used properly in the dish. Now, according to my intuition, this should be enough mozzarella slices. We'll put these with the onions here. It's not a grilled cheese sandwich without the cheese.
What we have here is some tomatoes. Now, these are 100% optional, taste based. If you like them, you can put them in. So obviously, we're gonna start by washing them. Usually, the lids have holes under them, you know, so the water flows. We're gonna wash it, give it a good rinse. We're gonna wait for the water to flow. Then we are gonna take our tomatoes, about 4 or 5, depends on how many sandwiches we're making. And we're gonna cut them in half like this. This should be good. So make sure you don't spill too much of the juice that's inside of it, because this is very good. Then we're gonna pour some salt, because salt makes the taste here. Just a bit. Very essential, don't forget your salt. Ever.
This vintage cheddar, we will be using this in all of the sandwiches. We'll be putting one slice, for it enriches the taste by a lot. It's very good. So we'll begin by cutting these thin slices that we'll be using. Make sure to not damage the product. And make sure you get enough of the cheese for the optimal taste. That one broke, it's fine. There are no accidents when it comes to grilled cheese. That was too thin. That was an accident. Now this is good. Now that is enough cheese. This vintage cheddar is very good. Next, we're gonna have to cook this bacon. So we're gonna use 2 strips of bacon for each sandwich individually. So we're gonna make 4 sandwiches, and that's 8 pieces of bacon. So we're gonna take our bacon out here, and we're gonna start laying it on the pan. We're gonna cook it in its own grease for maximum efficiency on the bacon. So we're only gonna be able to cook 4 pieces at a time, but that's gonna be fine. Okay, so let me properly adjust. Okay, we have the bacon ready in the pan. Now we need to turn on the flame. So the flame has begun. Make sure you open the window so you don't suffocate in the smoke. It may smell good, but it's not healthy. Okay, now all we have to do is wait for the bacon to begin sizzling. Once it releases enough grease, we can start to flip it with this spatula, and then we'll cook the second round of bacon. So, as you can see, the bacon has begun sizzling and releasing grease into the pan. Now we will leave it like this for a little bit longer, and then we will flip it to get the optimal burn on both sides, the optimal cooking. Okay, we should flip it. I'll flip it with this fork because it's easier. Now we'll keep it cooking on this side for a little while longer, and then we'll flip it back onto its base side again. Okay, now as you can see, it's cooked to a fairly optimal level. If we flip it, we can see that on the other side we have these little black spots. That means that it is properly sizzled in the pan. So Now, let's turn off the fire and leave it for a little bit to cool down. Just a couple seconds to sear it a little bit on the other side as well, and to get the optimal perfectionate cook of the bacon. Now, from what you can see here, the bacon feels and smells it smells very ready. So we will take this and remove it from the pan. Now, as you can see here, very nice cook, nice and warm, nice and seared. Make sure not to touch it too much. Take it out with your fork. Now we will cook the other. Now it's time for the other 4 slices of bacon, so we can get our optimal 8 slices for the grilled cheese sandwich. We can now flip the bacon. Yes, it will come out pretty well. So the bacon is about ready to be extracted from the pan. So we turn on the heat. We leave it for a little bit longer as we do. Okay, let's take it out. Very fresh. Very good bacon. Very good. Ooh, yeah, this is very nice. You see, it even has that yellow tint. I say this came out even better than the last batch of bacon. This is some good bacon. We can now put this back in the fridge.
So, now I'll be assembling the sandwiches.
And I'll be cooking them.
Right, so we'll get our bread. We have gluten-free bread here because my colleague here can't eat normal one. You can use
gluten intolerant.
you can use any type of bread, whatever bread you like.
No, it only works with this type.
He's joking. Okay, so we're gonna open this. Gonna get our knife, multi-knife. Gonna try to. We're gonna get our. We're gonna start with 2 slices. We're gonna do 4 of these. We have enough bread. So you will start by putting in the cheese here. You'll put 2 of them. Then you'll put some of this onion, very nice here on top. Right, then we are gonna be putting the bacon, 2 slices. You can fold it like this. Very nice. And now we're gonna put like 2 tomatoes or 3. And now this, just put it over like this and just kind of press on it and a bit. And now we have 1 sandwich here. Gonna repeat this process 3 more times. Wait, oh shit, I forgot a very crucial process. Putting the cheddar in, I forgot about that. I'm really sorry.
Never forget the cheddar.
Never forget the cheddar. Now we're gonna put it back on. Again, press on it a bit. Then, we're gonna do the same process.
The cheesiest sandwich of them all.
Indeed.
Now that the sandwiches have been assembled.
Wait. We still have 1 step left. Right, so then we're gonna move them inside the pan. So we already have butter on our own side. A lot of ingredients, like a bit of ingredients fell. No work is done. Happens.
So we're gonna cook all 4 at the same time.
Yeah,
Because of their smaller size, we can fit all of them in one pan.
you might have to do 2 at a time in your pan with your size of sandwiches.
Exactly, because you're fucking poor. And you can't afford a big enough pan like us.
Right.
Alright, now I will be taking over. Filip Kivu, please step back. So, take your butter, put it back in the fridge. You'll be needing it for now. Now, we're gonna start off with some heat here. Now, we're gonna go on medium heat. Make sure you have your spatula ready. We are going to flip the sandwiches at one point. However, first,
Hey yo, I forgot to butter the up part.
the top side will also need to be buttered, but you won't need it until the sandwiches are flipped.
You will. You need to put it now though.
So we'll also apply some butter to the top
Let me
half.
take over the spot, please.
Okay.
We're gonna cut them. Place them very fast since we forgot. Place them on the top.
Okay.
Tell them about.
Okay, thank you, Filip Kivu, for the step. So we're gonna let them sear for a little bit. Then we're going to flip the sandwiches and we're going to apply a lid to the top. So make sure you have a good lid, like this one. This one is a very good lid. We're going to be using it later on. So I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. I'm going to wait for the sandwiches to properly cook. You hear that sizzling? That's the sound of progress. Very, very good. Very, very nice cook. Okay, so it's been sizzling for quite a while. I'd say the sandwiches are good to flip. So you take a spatula. Okay, make sure you don't touch the pan like that. Now, turn down the heat a little bit for this part. But don't turn it off completely. Now you grab your sandwiches and make sure that it doesn't break apart. Make sure you gently flip it like so. There we go. That's a good flip. That's a good flip. Okay. Now quickly, while the heat is on low, we're going to flip the other sandwiches as well. So make sure you're gentle with this process so you don't lose any precious ingredients in the haze of death. Now, make sure it's properly pressed together, and now we will proceed to the next step, where you will grab your metal lid and you'll put it on top of the sandwiches, and then you'll turn the heat back up. Now we will leave it like this for a while, and the sandwiches, so it may look like we fucked up some ingredients with those flipping, but that's not true. After this step, everything will fall back together into place. Okay, so if you start hearing some intense sizzling, that might be a sign that it's time to take out the sandwiches. So first we turn off the heat. We leave it in there for a little bit, just enough for it to stop sizzling, so we can handle the sandwiches better. Okay, let's remove the lid. Now this is some truly amazing grilled cheese sandwiches right here that we have concocted. Yeah, these are very, very good. So let's see here. Now that is a grilled cheese sandwich right there. Look at that smoke. Look at that. That is good shit. Now, let's take out this sandwich. Okay. This is a good sandwich right here. Now, that's definitely a grilled cheese. That's a grilled cheese sandwich right there. I believe this is the super special extra deluxe cheese sandwich. And then we have the final one. The final grilled cheese. A little bit distraught, a little bit broken.
Still good.
But the dreams and the hopes of this sandwich still remain. So here we have all of our grilled cheese sandwiches. Finished, terminated. Let's take a closer look at what we have concocted here. What do you have to say about this, Filip Kivu?
I think this is quite a success. I think we have done a good job.
That's a very, very controversial opinion, Filip Kivu.
We should totally come together for episode 2.
Yeah, we will definitely be making more episodes. However, for now, let's take a look at what we have concocted. Time. So here we have grilled cheese with bacon, a mozzarella cheese, tomato, onion, green onion. Very, very nice. with an added vintage cheddar cheese. Very nice. Now
I wish to create a perfect human being.
there is only one thing left to do, Filip Kivu. I will let you do the honors.
Human being, selecting the best order
Ooh.
from sources.
You,
Alright.
this is the sandwich chosen for you. Let us see the taste of our concoction.
It is quite might have to wait a bit.
Understandable.
Medieval vampire in the remote regions of Transylvania.
The bacon, very well made, gotta say.
All thanks to me.
The cheese is very good. A bit burnt, but I like that a lot.
The unacquired taste, a cheese enjoyer.
Biting into the sandwich, you can feel the buttery feeling of the bread, which is, oh man, should definitely try this at home. Definitely try it out. Worth the taste, worth the hustle. We thank you all for watching this video. Until we see each other again for episode 2.
Yes, thank you for watching
Selecting the best order from
Vlad Bereş and Filip Kivu's kitchen. I'll be looking forward to seeing you again. Good thanks from Vlad Bereş. Good thanks from Filip Kivu. Good